Hi, welcome to our home.
Hi, welcome back to another episode of Know My Home, a series where we take a look at houses that you won't expect to see in Singapore. My name is Juan and I'm not a professional home reviewer or interior designer, but I'm here to learn and understand more about the houses and the stories behind it. Today we'll be taking a look at a HDB maisonette that is naturally ventilated and is responsive to the climate. The owner calls it the house in the sky, so I'm curious to find out what he means by that. Let's go!
It's a 1800 square feet HDB maisonette that is unfurnished. So we could have the opportunity to apply what we have been studying and am interested in.
Why is this called home in the sky or house in the sky?
We're at the top floor.
No, the house in the sky is highlighted in grey, separates the social spaces and the rest areas.
Right.
Because we really like friends coming over or holding parties. At times it's my wife's friend or it's my friend and the other party might be upstairs resting and we don't want guests to trespass into private areas.
Right.
So that was sort of the definition.
It feels very windy even though there's no air conditioning. So you mentioned to me that this lower floor is naturally ventilated. So maybe you can share a bit more, what do you mean by natural ventilation?
Being in the tropics means that we have really harsh sun and also really heavy rain. So having setback, which is the veranda that we have in our house, and also the foyer area, is actually the transition area or the buffer area.
Right.
So we still able to enjoy the natural ventilation, but without exposing ourselves to the direct or harsh sunlight or even being protected from the rain. So we are constantly sheltered, so we're not affected by it, but we're still connected to the exterior.
So now we're in the higher floor, essentially the house in the sky, and I noticed there's a lot of windows and open area, and I reckon that this is all mainly naturally ventilated space.
Yes.
So maybe you can share with me how is it, how do you achieve that?
Our key strategy was the subtraction.
Right.
So in order to achieve cross ventilation, we actually demolished the solid walls around the atrium area and also retain the original opening. So we try to maximize the opening on both sides. So we did the same on both bedrooms in order to achieve the cross ventilations throughout the upper floor.
Since both of you are architects also, right? Was it easier or was it harder to design this house?
I think we cross-check each other.
If you want something, you have to have a reason to back it up. You need to convince the other party, why do you want this in the house? Will it add values to the space or no?
Right.
All the decisions we make have to be logical. You might like the color orange. I can say I don't like orange, I like blue. It puts you in a difficult position to defend your design. Where if it's responsive to something that is real, in this case the tropical climate, the decisions we make that respond to the challenges are based on logic. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you get home?
There's this big contrast, definitely. So we both work in an office, right? We always put all the blinds down and having air conditioned the whole day. So I suppose when I get home and then I maybe open the blind, and that's when I feel like, oh, this is the natural wind.
I really like the veranda at night. My wife and I, or even on weekends, we enjoy tea on the veranda. Facing the waterfront. It's a unique space for us in this home.
After all, it's the first thing that actually captures our eyes when we first came to look at this unit. We were saying oh, it will be really great if we can open up this space just to be more connected to the waterfront.
No, you come home, you don't even say a word, you walk towards the veranda and both of us could just be silent, standing there and just appreciating the landscape and the waterfront. Now you know the house in the sky.